Welcome to Echo Speak English. Today, we're going to talk about something that makes your English, well, come alive. It's all about how to paint a picture with your words, making everything you say so much more interesting.
So, take a look at these two sentences. I have a house. Okay, pretty simple. But then look at this one. I have a beautiful, small house. Which one gives you a better picture in your head? It's the second one, right? You can almost see it. Well, today, we're going to dive into the magic words that make that happen.
All right, so let's set the scene. Imagine I just moved into a new apartment. It's totally empty. If someone asks me what's in it, all I can really say is, I have a chair, I have a table. Kind of boring, don't you think?
Exactly. It sounds boring because it's missing something. To really make it interesting, you need, well, describing words. And the official English word for these is adjectives. Adjectives. Right. So they basically just give us more details about stuff, about people, places, things.
You got it. So instead of just, I have a chair, you could say, I have a comfortable chair. See that? Just one little word, and suddenly you know so much more about that chair. You can imagine sitting in it. All right, so comfortable is our first new word. Let's really get the sound right. I want you to listen carefully and then say it out loud with us. Ready? Comfortable. Comfortable. Awesome job.
Okay, so I've got my comfortable chair. My empty apartment is already starting to feel a bit different, you know? It's got a nice feeling to it. But how do I actually say that? Where do these adjectives even go in a sentence?
That is a fantastic question. And the good news is there are basically two simple rules. The first spot is right before the noun, the thing you're describing. So you have a red dress, or like we just said, a comfortable chair. Oh, okay. And the second place, it looks like it's after certain verbs, like is, feels, or looks.
I get it now. So I can say, this room feels cozy. Yeah. It's not just an empty box anymore. It feels, nice and warm.
And cozy, that is a perfect word to add to your vocabulary. Let's all say it together. Listen, and then repeat after me. Cozy. Cozy. Perfect. And just so you know, cozy means something is small, warm, and really, really comfortable.
All right, so the apartment is feeling cozy. I've got my chair, but now I definitely need a sofa. So I'm scrolling online and I find two that I like. How do I choose? I need a way to, compare them. Well, when you're comparing just two things, you need a special type of adjective. We call it a comparative adjective. It's literally what helps us compare and make a choice. Okay, so how do you actually make one of those? It's actually pretty simple. For short words, think one syllable, like nice or big. You just add to the end, so you get nicer or bigger. Okay, easy enough. But what about longer words, like expensive? Great example. For those longer words, you don't add anything to the end. Instead, you put the word more right before it, so it becomes more expensive. All right, I think I've got it. So I'm looking at these two sofas again, and yep, this sofa is nicer than that one. Decision made. Adding it to the cart. Awesome! Your apartment is really coming together now. So, next up, the TV. Now here's a question for you. Are you just trying to find a TV that's better than another one? Or are you looking for the number one, the absolute best, the top TV out of all of them? Oh, for the TV, we're going for number one, for sure.
Okay, in that case, when you want to find the single best one in a group, so more than two things, you need what's called a superlative adjective. Think super. It means the highest level, the absolute top.
So, is the rule kind of like the last one? It's super similar. For short words, instead of you add ist. So tall becomes the tallest. For longer words, instead of more, you use most. So beautiful becomes the most beautiful. And here's the key thing to remember. You almost always use the word the right before a superlative.
Okay, I know exactly what to say then. Forget just a bigger TV. Let's get the biggest TV.
All right, the biggest TV it is. Now, one last thing for the apartment. A dining table. Ooh, okay, I found a really cool one. Let me describe it. It's a wooden, beautiful, old, small table. Hang on, that doesn't sound quite right, does it?
Yeah, it sounds a little bit jumbled, and that's because, and this is a tricky one, when you use a bunch of adjectives together in English, they actually have to follow a specific order. So you always start with your opinion, like beautiful.
Then you move on to size, which is small. After that is age, so old, then color, and then finally what it's made of, the material, which is wooden.
Wow, okay, there's an order. So let me try that again, but following those steps. It's a beautiful, small, old, wooden dining table. Yes, that's it. It sounds completely natural now. See how powerful these little words are?
It really makes a huge difference. Using the right words and putting them in the right place, it just changes everything. That's the whole point. Adjectives aren't just for describing things. They're for sharing how you feel, what you think. They really are what makes your English expressive and precise.
Well, thank you so much for helping me decorate my imaginary apartment today. And we really hope this helps you start describing your world in more detail. In fact, here's a little challenge. Look around you right now, pick one thing, and try to describe it using 3 adjectives. Go ahead and let us know what you see in the comments below. And of course, don't forget to subscribe for more from Echo Speak English.